Hello everybody, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of cars, I'll be taking you around houses. So I actually live in Notting Hill and a lot of famous people live here, and sadly I'm moving away from here in a few days to South East London, so I'm going to take you around some of the houses first. So here we have quite an impressive house. This was used to be Richard Branson's house. Sold in 2016, I think, for £55 million. So yeah, there it is, 55 million quid. I heard it's 10 bedrooms. And just the tax on this per year, apparently £213,000. So to afford taxes on this place, you have to be worth many millions. So the second house of today, just opposite Richard Branson's old house, is David Beckham's house. Apparently this sold in 2010 maybe for 30 million quid. It's quite an impressive house. And I gotta say, I run around these streets a lot and I never knew who lived in these places. So I thought I'd give it a search and find out who they are. And yeah, they're pretty famous people. So let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, and have a look at the cars. To be honest, around here, the cars are not very exciting. So given these houses will have very limited parking, I guess they find some garage elsewhere to park their nice cars. Although this was about houses, I've happened to found some cars too. Gotta share them. Wouldn't be a Hyper Lemon video without it. So this is a 720S, looking very nice in McLaren orange. This is a colour I would definitely go for. Okay, now we're at a pretty serious house. This is Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, the rock band, and I believe this house is called the Tower House. You probably see why as I turn around and show you. So apparently this sold in 2002 for £2 million, but that seems highly unlikely to me. Doesn't look like a £2 million house, it looks far more expensive than that. And ever wondered what a rock star drives? A Jaguar SUV. Pretty impressive house, that one. Now let's go to the next one. So here's the next house, literally right next door to Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin. We have Robbie Williams. A very impressive house. Let's spin around and have a look. Super nice balcony there, lots of trees, nice garden. Can't see his cars because it looks like it's all pretty closed off, but there's probably some impressive stuff in there. Let's go to the next place. Next up, we found Freddie Mercury's old house. Obviously he doesn't live here anymore as he passed away quite a few years ago, but it looks like a very nice house behind this wall. So it looks like obviously a huge garden there. Maybe it's open to the public at some point as well, I'm not sure. But yeah, looks like a nice place as well. Okay, next up we've come to a house that's been renovated. This is Simon Cowell's house. Apparently sold for 10 million quid, seems massive underestimate, probably worth at least 35. Yeah, so quick look. So yeah, it's been renovated. I think the common theme among all of these super rich people's houses is they never really live there. Probably somewhere else. But yeah, still quite a massive, impressive house, and this street in general is really nice. Almost everybody has a nice car. Just have a look down here, there's a Scaglietti. Saw a few Rolls Royces down there. All pretty nice. Okay, next up we have come to Jeremy Clarkson's penthouse apartment. So I think Jeremy's only worth 50 mil, so he can only afford an apartment apparently. Again, looks super nice. And it's like, well, 300 meters from Simon Cowell's house. If they were both to live here in their houses in London, they could call themselves neighbours. But yeah, looks like Let's have a look around. I don't know which one's Clarkson's is, but it could be the top one. It looks really nice. Glass, lots of light. Looks pretty awesome. Let's head off to the next one. Okay, next up we have come to Alan Rickman's house. He was in quite a few movies, I believe. Die Hard, Harry Potter, quite a few others. Sadly he passed away a few years back. And here's his house. On a beautiful tree-lined street. Very pretty street. And I did notice down here, short walk away, we have a McLaren 12C. So as I said, it wouldn't be a Hyperlemon video without cars. So here's another McLaren. Quite like it. Looks really nice. Spec's great with those orange calipers. Nice orange accents in the interior as well. Oh, it's not a 12C, it's actually a 650, isn't it? Very nice. I believe you can pick these up for about £100,000 now. Quite good value for what they are. This was Elton John's house. I'm not sure if he still lives here, but let's have a quick look. Lovely little townhouse, very pretty street. Looks like a very nice little house, and Elton John, pretty top guy really. Yeah, let's continue to the next destination. Okay, last stop before my battery goes flat is George Orwell's house. The author of 1984 and Animal Farm, two awesome books. I recommend reading them if you haven't read them. And the car's coming past. Yep, cool. Yeah, Animal Farm's about animals who try to escape from essentially their farm owner and create their own society. And 1984 is about a guy who has living in this dystopian society, and he's rewriting the history for this country. Two great books.